You're watching The Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time.
Welcome to The Sports Spin, your weekly dose of sports action, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. I'm John Nerden. I watch the games, I call the games. Now, I spin the games. Let's get right into the week rewind. Welcome to the week rewind. Let's get started. So, Merlin Rasmussen and Glendon Lamb were at the Duchesne versus Altamont game. A highly anticipated game this year, with Altamont playing a fair bit better football this year, and Duchesne also playing well. Let's have a look at what they had to say, some of the highlights.
Here at Altamont High School, your final score, the visiting Duchesne Eagles 20, the homestanding Longhorns 0 in a hard-fought football game. At halftime, the Eagles led 7-0, but then they came out in the second half with an opening drive of 7 minutes where they were able to punch it in the end zone, take a 13-0 lead, and that really was the turning point of the game and gave them the victory.
Absolutely, and we expected this from the Duchesne Eagles. They have a tough backfield, three runners that are just exceptional, and they executed. They just pounded the ball down the throat of the Longhorns, and they got short yardage gains. There was no real big plays, no huge yardage plays. They just short plays down 1, 2, 3, first down, one after another, and that's the way the Eagles play football. So
just they wear their opponent out, and that's exactly what they did tonight.
We wondered where they were in the first half.
Yeah,
they found it at halftime.
Yeah,
so.
They did indeed, and Coach Cowan at the beginning of the game, we said that he wanted to win the turnover margin by 3. Well, he nearly doubled that as they won the turnover margin by 5.
And if you're going to talk about the biggest factor in the game, that's probably it.
That's exactly right.
The turnover factor, biggest factor, I think, in this game. When your offense has the ball 3/4 of the quarter in one series, you're going to dominate the game. So
that's 2 of their 3 touchdowns. They only had to go about 15 yards on both of them because they forced turnovers deep inside the Longhorn territory.
And where's the Longhorns defense out? Now they had some big stops, the Longhorns did, and you got to hand it to them. They didn't give up. They kept pounding. They kept doing what they could to shut down those holes. Just came up a little bit short tonight.
Yeah. So, and our players of the game for Duchesne, Weston Paulson, and for the Altamont Longhorns, McKay Foy.
Outstanding players, both of them, and both of them had big nights tonight.
All right, well, thank you very much. Again, the final, Duchesne 20, the Longhorns 0.
Hey, thanks, guys. That looked like a really fun game. It's fun to see Altamont doing a little better, and good to see Duchesne on top again in the 1A division. Taking a look ahead. So tonight, all of our Basin teams are playing. Tonight being Wednesday night. You're seeing this Thursday, so they'll have played these games by the time you see this air. But all of them play. Some important playoff implications from tonight. We'll be right back after this.
When you're driving, but the milestones you see when you get to where you're going. When you graduate high school, buy your first car, get married, start a family, find your first home, and grow old together. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know, people who care.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Now it's time for the L&L Monster Replays. So this week's winner is no longer Duchesne's punt block in return. The winner is Bringing the Hurt. 75% of the vote for Union's big hit. You'll see here as it gets the catch and whammy. It just lays him out. And that is a big hit. Fun play, and if you're a big football fan, a lot of people live for that hit right there. Now we got a couple of nice contenders. This first one is a nice run from Altamont. We call this Foy. And number 5, Foy, is running the ball. Just about goes down, stays up, and just gets yardage here. Cuts back, gets another 10 yards after the cutback. You see, he should go down right here, but he doesn't. He just puts his hand down and doesn't let his knee touch and just keeps going. So Altamont, get out the vote. Let Foy know you're happy with that play and vote for Foy. And then the next one we have is playing catch. This is Duchesne against Altamont. And you'll see just a nice, easy playing catch. Just a nice toss from the quarterback to a waiting receiver in the end zone with no one around him. So Union, Duchesne, Altamont, get out the vote. See which one of you can dominate this week's L&L Monster Replays. So go like VTV on Facebook and follow the Sports Spin on Twitter to vote for your favorite L&L Monster Replay. Thanks for watching the Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing every person, every time. We'll see you next week.